I look ridiculous.
Yeah, you do.
I blend in. And she threw a ball at you.
Jesus. Charlotte.
I'm done playing with you.
Now's not the time.
Here she comes. Give it to Maggie.
Catch it. Oh, yeah. Okay. What is up, guys? Welcome back to this chaotic channel. Today we're watching the 30 dialects of the English language in the UK. Yeah, you're in for a treat here. Can you do a British accent? Now, before we do this, I will say, if you attempt it, I can't help you from people making fun of you in the comments. So.
Okay, let me... Harry Potter.
There you go. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
I thought you were going to say a bottle of water. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Nah,
I was ready for that one.
That one's cheesy. We're about to get into it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like for more reactions like this. Let's get into it.
They agreed that the one who first succeeded in making the traveller take his cloak off should be considered stronger than the other. Then the north wind blew as hard as he could, but the more he blew, the more closely did the traveller fold his cloak around him.
All I knew was this, for the first decade of my life, this tremendous relief from my family. And people come around saying, lovely flat bit, oh, you are lucky.
And the horse would, he'd go off round the alleyways to the various people, and the horse would just walk a bit further down the road and stop again, and so on, you know. And he ended up down here in the afternoon.
Bruh, the fact that they're so different, just like, that's literally like, that little, just like 2 counties over or whatever. That's insane.
He sounds like Winnie the Pooh.
Cool.
He does.
Oh, put a heap of straw in and shook it all up and watered it, and then drawed out these bundles and took it up on a fork.
Sounds like my papa.
I only followed that through for 1 month, and I took to a stable of horses. Of course, that improves the wages. We had 12 shillings a week then, and a cottage to live with a work.
See, if he wasn't saying like English or like British words, I wouldn't have thought that was a British accent. Like that didn't sound like British.
And that was better beer. That was halfpenny beer. See, it was brewed in Canada.
Who?
Well, around here, because there's big breweries in Canada. They used to brew the beer.
What?
He's talking about beer.
And they were big blokes in them days. No, you wouldn't get in Bristol Police for under 6 foot.
Excuse me?
Could you imagine having a speech impediment with these dialects?
Oh.
I feel like it would be so hard to try to communicate with people.
Or especially if you had like a stutter or something.
Right.
Well, it's like we say that, but they're just talking normal to them. But us, like, say we had a stutter and trying to do that accent.
There's no way.
No, that'd be impossible.
Then it was rinsed in the big square sink. And then you went out the yard and you mangled it. And then it went up on the line.
Okay, I like that.
I like that one.
You're covered in mud and muck.
Oh, we've been for a good old stank.
Or a stank.
Good old stank, and that is Cornish. Stank, a tough walk. That was a good old stank, wasn't it? A braille stank.
Stanky wood.
And then sometimes the weeds were pulled out by hand. There used to be carlets, which looked very much like mustard seed, but that was a weed. The carlet used to be...
See, that guy just sounds like old guy. That's just how, like, just old, like... grandpas talk.
Yeah. I think of my papa every time I hear people talk.
Yeah, just like old men. That's just how they just kind of like, they don't really like pronunciate.
It's kind of mumbled.
Yeah.
By hand.
Where you going? I said, I come to further side. He said, what do you mean further side? I said, I don't know. I said, more don't know far, I don't think. I come away one day, I said, my granny, I said, oh.
Sounds like a cartoon character.
When Dad brought stalk of Brussels sprouts home, he trimmed them up on the garden, and they would weigh £7.
I like that one too.
See, that sounds like I feel like when I think of a British accent, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
One thing I always call it, is it time for victuals, mate? I always call it victuals. That's maybe on in my way, but if we're two of them, I say to my brother, we better go for some victuals, mate. We're not going to go for the dinner.
What?
Mind you, I don't really be any truth in it, to tell you the truth, because nobody ever took interest, and of course I suppose anybody with a good head
That's the difference between east and west.
Right, of course, he said, oi, up it, you know. Well, I upped it by taking about 2 paces back. And then I sat there and I watched this bloke as he assembled his drum.
Now that...
Yeah.
I spent the whole rest of the night watching this drummer.
Yeah, I take it back. That's what I think of right there. Yeah.
If I want to go Panley Park or anything like that, get a milk bottle, she's saying, she'd shove this white stuff in it and shake it up. There you go with this bottle of pop and a beetroot sandwich.
Things started to change, you see, and the bus was going up to Aberystwyth twice a week, and Aberystwyth people started to go down on the bus to Machynlleth.
I don't like that one.
Well, that's Welsh English.
Yeah.
Welsh, I was going to say Wales people, but Welsh, they don't even speak English. They speak a whole different language. They speak Welsh, but like, I guess some of them do speak English, but they call it Welsh English.
I didn't like the way that it sounded to me. It sounded like he was talking behind like his teeth are like this.
Oh, that's just the recording though.
When they're boiled, then they've got to be peeled. So on the table they go, depending on the size of your catch, which could in them days be anything from £10 to £150 in weight. The hour's mounted up, you see.
That one's okay.
I'm still waiting for like that one real like thick, like
with 2 C's.
Thick British.
So 7 in the morning.
I can't forget one man lower down in I told you we lived in
Did
one
you find it?
I think this might be
on the other corner where the other end was. There was a man who was down the docks and he was working there, and I just can't think of his name now.
Nah, that's...
I mean, you literally have them eating out of your hand pigeons. Like, you see them in Piccadilly and places like that where people have fed them and they're all over them. But this is actually being able to pick them up without them flying off.
You turn your bucket into its sail. It's a strainer, is sail. You sit on a little 3-leg steel.
That's
and
it.
Get your head stuck into it.
Maybe. I don't know. I think Scouse is a little thicker than this one.
Morning.
I got a hint there, Alec, when the Gulliver got a glyph and caught the chumming.
Oh, you should, eh?
What?
I mean, how are you going to catch up?
You didn't get
That's like the fourth person to say something about ketchup, I feel like. What are they talking about?
I don't know.
You didn't catch up.
I always love all that. I mean, I love a stronger East year. I mean, them years you didn't live with lasses.
Yeah, I forgot about Geordie.
Brooke was gone with a lass and they weren't married. She had a bad name, you know, and everybody looked down on people like that.
I heard everybody. Out of that entire sentence, everything you said, I heard the word everybody. That was about it.
You heard more than me. I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, I think that one was it.
Which is a shame. I think it's a place for the old-fashioned type work, but you know, and I mean the ones like the last one we were in the market. It's been renovated. It really is nice. It's open plan.
Something was
Beautiful.
renovated.
It really is, and it do a lot of catering.
Use our Macca talk, our Cumberland crack, because once it's gone, it'll never come back.
What about crack?
Yeah, often, as much as you like, or it'll just get away like snow for that.
Had this the horse and kit, and we had a big Clydesdale cuddy, a big Clydesdale
Love
horse.
this.
Yeah.
I've heard strides, but that comes from advertising. I know it comes from advertising, and yeah, they're just use.
There's almost hardly an accent there.
Yeah.
Most people wear jeans.
There's people could say that better than I could, of course. I produced the thing.
No, this is that. This sounds like Irish to me. Like, when I think of somebody from Ireland, this is the accent I think.
I know people have enjoyed it, and as far as I'm concerned, if people enjoy something,
That reminds me of like, remember when on Sons of Anarchy, when they go over to Ireland?
Yeah.
That's how they all talk.
or I've done, then that is a reward in its own, and it seems as though I have a talent, as you say.
Now this is National Golf Month, and if there's no exciting enough for all they followers of the wee white ball, the Irish Open is for the Royal County Down Golf Club.
That sounds like a cartoon Irish.
I love that.
And? Hang on, I can't hear this lady.
I think you're better now, you won't get them down, or they all want past jobs now, they won't get them to work on anything.
What was Granny talking about?
Huh? Hang on. That's crazy. That there's so many different variations of that accent. Or of the accents in just that small of a country. That's insane.
My favorite is the Scots.
Yeah. I like Geordie. Just because I can't understand the thing they're saying.
You understood more than me.
But alright guys, that is going to do it for today's reaction. If y'all want to see more reactions like this, let us know by hitting that like button. New to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, by the way, thanks for 13,000 subscribers. Actually, I think we're at like 13,100, so those other 100. Good job, thank you. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's JT.
And Anna.
And Charlie.
And Maggie's over there.
Yeah, we're recording this kind of late. It's bedtime, so.
They're mad.
You ready to go to bed?
You better mean it. Look at that one.
You ready to go to sleep? You ready to go to bed?
I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm tired.